Greetings and salutations and welcome to the Red Flags Only podcast, where we dive into things you thought you understood but might have missed the warning signs along the way. I am your host, Dion Royal, and I got some real mess for you today. Please make sure to hit the like, share, and subscribe button so we can keep the mess coming. You can support the channel below at #ThisYourDaddy. Every bit helps us keep the content coming and the quality high. Now that the housekeeping is out the way, I want to start out by asking, is everyone familiar with the Tonight's Conversation podcast and their cast of characters? Now, I'm pretty sure you've seen videos of these young, attractive black folks sitting on stage with a microphone, giving what could be varying degrees of relationship advice to sell out crowds around the country. Not only do they have sold out venues, but they also have a fucking streaming service that costs $60 per year to view the content you couldn't see in person. Now, first off, I want to say hats off to Secure in the Bag. That membership, it ain't as valuable as, say, a Urban X membership, but I applaud your hustle. Now, if you're not familiar with the players, here's a quick overview of the show. The Tonight's Conversation podcast is it's a podcast and a streaming service that delves into topics surrounding black love, dating, and relationships. The show is hosted by Ace Metaphor, a motivational speaker, air quotes for that shit, known for his insights into relationships. The cast includes various personalities such as Keita Rose, a beauty and fashion YouTuber, Trip Fontaine, a poet, and Kitty Rose, a life coach. I don't know really who all these people are, but you'll see as we go along. Now, the platform offers a range of content, including full-length episodes featuring social media personalities and weekly roundtable discussions with relationship and dating experts. I don't know what the fuck makes you a relationship or a dating expert, but we'll figure that shit out as we move. Now, periodically, one of those personalities on the show is the fake internet Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. Now, so here's what I think, and I may be wrong, but I'm usually never far off base when it comes to this type of shit. Now, of course, I hope none of y'all are slow enough to believe that I'm speaking about all black folks all the time. I hope my audience is really smarter than that. This is some, but not all, because we can't quantify for everything of every person, but that's neither here nor there. So, for all the recent success of the show, right, being that these are young black folks working together in the spotlight, you already know there's some behind the scenes shenanigans popping off because, well, they're young niggas. And almost every job where niggas are in charge, you run into the same kind of issues. Now, stop me if this shit sound familiar to you. The niggas in charge generally have real unresolved self-esteem issues, and they use their position of authority to try to fuck all the hoes or keep other niggas from fucking on the hoes that they like. The women are all usually they got an angle for the top slot or the slot next to the nigga that's gonna be able to, it's gonna enable them to move up or benefit in the game. Now, if they in charge, and now if the woman is in charge, they usually a pain in the ass to work with. They're most likely single moms that run dictatorships in real life and then come to work expecting shit to work that same way. They're manipulative, uncooperative, and in many ways they not really fucking with you unless they could really benefit from anything working differently. So as long as they can benefit, that's how shit gonna run. And then you add into that mix, you add into that immaturity, niggas having real life issues that they can't get out the way of, lack, and really I think the main thing is like a lack of a real regulatory body when it comes to the workplace and the law, you know what I mean? Like EEOC type shit. And you really got a recipe for exactly what happened to happen. Now, the real problem with all this is that these folks are literally taking advantage of the damaged emotional state of black women and turning that pain into profit. Okay, now, before you get your panties kicked up in your coochie, please know that you do this for a subconscious reason that you can't even control. The main focus of this piece is that these people are attractive, or on top of that, they project an image that is attractive to you. And for example, that I would say they got money, or they look like they got money, and in all likelihood they look like they got money. So it's shining to you, it's glittery, it look good, and you like it. You know what I'm saying? So it make a lot of the nonsense that come out of their mouth seem less nonsensical, because you mesmerized with that thing. And when you look like you got money, or you actually got money, we all know that with money comes freedom, security, and access. Now, do not let that go over your head. When you got money, and we know what comes with money is freedom, security, and access. Now, let's be honest though. If the host of tonight's conversations was Flavor Flav with Gabby Sidibe, Lizzo, and Daniel Kaluuya, how you say that nigga name? The weird big-eyed dark-skinned nigga with the eyeballs, the whiskey eyes from Get Out, and the African nigga, the African nigga that played my man from Chicago, Fred Hampton, yeah. You know who I'm talking about. And so if the host of the show was Flavor Flav, and his co-host was Gabby Sidibe, Lizzo, Daniel Kaluuya, and they was giving out relationship advice, right? With the nigga that plays Doctor Who right now. It's a black dude that played Doctor Who. And because that's his only qualification as a doctor, playing one on TV. Man, you niggas would not pay no damn $60 a year for that shit. Absolutely not. Now, even though the niggas I just mentioned would be just as qualified as the actual host of the show, you wouldn't pay $60 for them. And the major difference between the two groups is that one got a face made for radio, and the other group is a bit easier on the eyes, and they portray an image that they got it like that. And all of us, to a degree, all of us want it like that. But see, that's where the problem is. We care more about the messenger many times than the message. They can put some straight dookie in an expensive case and the truth in a plain paper bag next to it, and you're gonna choose that dookie every time. Every chance you get, it's gonna be boo-boo, and it's shiny. And in choosing that, you always get what you get, period. It won't be, I won't really get into the specifics of a situation, right? Because it's still developing, but in my opinion, it really always comes down to the shit I previously mentioned. Low self-esteem, niggas trying to fuck all the employees, bitches trying to get ahead, immaturity, no real legal workplace protections, envy, money being funny, all the normal niggatry was at play here. And there's plenty of TikTok and social media posts that can fill in more blanks than I can. But I think that the real issue here lies at the heart of the situation, and that is that certain folks on the internet have kind of made a real bag off of playing on the pain and, in many cases, the desperation of black women. I mean, just take a look at the audiences. 90% of the women and the consonant squad is filling out those crowds. And that other 10% is niggas that came with a bitch, or a nigga that came to get some bitches. I mean, period. I mean, okay, specifically dudes like Derek Jackson, Yada Awakening, is this platform, and several others have checked the bag off simply to the pain of sisters. And ladies, to be honest, it's crazy. Y'all actually dumb enough to fall for this shit every time. It's every year. It's one of these niggas popping up with the same ass shit, and it's like, gotcha, bitch, every time, because y'all fall for it. But I want to be the one to break it to you right now, my love. And it's going to be hard for you to hear this shit, but it ain't a real man in existence that's going to tell you what you want to hear every time you want to hear it. That nigga don't love you. He's just saying
things that niggas be saying to get the pussy. That's it.
And these dudes have created very comfortable lives for themselves and their families based off your ignorance to their exploitation of your pain. The bad experiences, the poor decisions, and the lack of real knowledge has been weaponized against you in ways that you can't even imagine. If they look good and spout some nonsensical shit that sounds good before you can actually process what they said, you giving them $60 a year sharing their content accompanied by a bunch of emojis that don't make no fucking sense. And you mean to tell me that none of you fine, upstanding people even thought just once to do a simple background check on these niggas? For real, just a simple background check. It would have been so many red flags that pop up in just a cursory overview that you would have saved yourself at least a couple of dollars and definitely a lot of time. These folks got 75 million hours worth of view, of viewed video time. That shit is crazy to me. That's beyond crazy. But what you really never realize is that most of the dudes that is in attendance at these events though is just like many other niggas that attend church. Yeah, Jesus good, God saves, blah blah blah, quiet, lethargic dances, pussy. Wash, rinse, repeat. Jesus good, God saves, blah blah blah, quiet, lethargic dances, pussy. Every Sunday. Them niggas really is there to just get some gullible draws. And the nigga that facilitated the event already know it, but it don't matter to them. They check the bag off the ticket sales, the collection plate, the views, the merch, you know what I'm saying, or whatever come along with that. Now it was funny because I heard Cooking with Kaya got taken down for a minute, and when I heard it, even though I don't watch it, I already knew it was the women that did it. And see, here's what you ladies fail to figure out. Kaya figured out how to get money in perpetuity, and what she did wasn't genius. It was just the path least traveled. She did not attempt to portray herself as anything other than what she was. Not a poor single mom, not a struggling college student, not a life coach, or a well-educated relationship expert. Nope. Sis simply said, I shake my titties and make a mean lasagna on camera. Come fuck with me. That's it. And say what you will about what she does, it is undeniably successful and damn near hater-proof. Now imagine, who would have thought that being genuine would actually pay off? And niggas fucked with it. Only you ladies hated it. But that was definitely when y'all was looking at this bullshit, the Derrick Jacksons and the Yada Awakening sitting up here blowing smoke up your ass. That was definitely a loud minority of your peers and contemporaries. Other women telling y'all, bitch, you better watch out for them niggas. But y'all did exactly what y'all normally do, and y'all opened y'all legs and y'all pocketbooks to some unworthy niggas, and now are directing venom at all the folks that tried to warn y'all. All the niggas that tried to tell y'all something different, y'all mad at them. Your way ain't working, sis. And them niggas gonna keep recycling your pain back to you at a profit every chance you give them. Look, no nigga that truly loves you is gonna tell you what you want to hear all the time. They gonna tell you what you need to hear. Now, a nigga that got his hand in your pocket or has the opportunity to run some dick to you regularly will do absolutely that. Tell you what you want to hear every chance you give them. Oh, you go to church? Shit, I love the Lord. Oh, you work at Macy's? I used to work there on weekends in college. Oh, you don't eat red meat? I've been a vegetarian since '03. And you fall for that shit every time. Buying relationship books from niggas with multiple failed marriages. And I'm looking at you, Steve Harvey, with your big mustache having ass. Taking relationship advice from unmarried women with multiple baby daddies. Taking mental health advice from people that aren't qualified mental health professionals. Man, do y'all know how many of these internet chicks that got pregnant by a nigga out the comments? Let me say that again. Do y'all know how many of these internet chicks done got pregnant by a nigga out the comments? Not a DM, the chat room niggas. And all this shit cool with you until somebody try to tell you that ain't the way to go, sis. Now, I definitely love you and I want to see you all do better. So with all that being said, I don't want to leave you guys without some real solutions. The reality is that Dion Royal has over 21 years of real life and relationship and marriage experience. I would also like to add successfully married. Now, what that means, what successfully married means is that when shit got tough, we came through it stronger together and are here to tell the story of it. We've raised several amazingly successful kids who are not only successful in life, but are extremely good people, raised with morals, values, character, and integrity. And they always find a way to give back and to leave things in a better condition than they found it. And we've been through enough real life shit to be considered fucking experts on the stuff that you young people and particularly young couples are going through. We are very uniquely qualified to be your relationship coach and probably a bunch of more shit. But I'm not here for that. What I would like to offer you is the opportunity to subscribe to bad relationship advice from a person that is entirely more qualified to give such advice. For $5 a month, you can ask me unlimited relationship questions, and I'm going to shoot you back a personalized response that you probably shouldn't listen to. Now, if you've been spending money monthly to try and figure out your relationships and haven't been successful to this point, hit the cash app below and leave your email address and your relationship issue, and I'm gonna send you back a response with some advice that I'd advise you not to take. Because honestly, if you need me to tell you, you probably already know what you need to know. I'm just on standby with the jumper cables though. The difference here though is that I'm not attempting to bullshit you. I'm just like Kaya. I'm not attempting to bullshit you by pretending that the advice I'm gonna give is gonna change your life for the better. It's quite the contrary. It's probably gonna fuck your shit up worse. I'm gonna definitely tell you some real shit, but in reality, you gotta fix your own life. And a lot of times you waited too late in the game to change, so it's gonna be a lot more difficult moving forward. Now, I truly want you to get the help that you need, but a lot of times it's really too late for you because you not, number one, you're not asking for assistance, but when you finally actually do seek assistance, you probably too far gone. You know, what they say about the old folks, they set in their ways. And like I said, by then you don't want to hear the truth. You know, you really just only want to hear what make you feel good. And then right on cue, here come these moist ass niggas out the woodwork to capitalize off the fact that you don't want to be helped. You just want to feel good. That's my 2 cents. Peace.